Right? Okay, so like after he separates from Joe, right? Prospect, Remy Ma, Tony Sunshine, and Getty, they stay behind with TS, right? Now, Joe is the one that has the power, the opportunity, the money, and most of these people didn't have a stable situation where it was looking like solo albums coming out and, you know what I mean, being stable that way. Can you blame them for sticking with the bag? I'm not saying it's the morally correct thing to do.
But they weren't making a bag. Dude, listen, I don't care what nobody says. They wasn't making a bag. You got to understand when Pump passed, right? And everybody was trying to figure out the pieces. Even Joe was showing up to all fucking Cubans fucking shows. Because I've been to several of those shows and Joe was there all the time. I've even opened up for 2 of those shows.
I bet you Joe like that, huh? Joe like that.
No, he hated that shit. Hated it because he had no idea that I was doing that. But God bless the dead. That was when Flex was alive. And Flex was the one that brought me out and was like, "You're sick, you're gonna open." And I opened. You know what I'm saying? Twice. Right? So when Pun died, Cuban picked up the torch with Flowers for the Dead. Ended up with a hit fucking record. Pretty much saved everything and still had everybody relevant. All right? Still have motherfuckers relevant. Because I was there and I saw, at that point, I was coming out to shit. Because now they were doing more shows in like Miami and things like that. Now they in my hood, you know what I'm saying? My area where I can get to. So I'm going to these things now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm seeing this. Everybody's living off of Cuban shit.
Was Still Telling Lies out at this time?
Yeah. They were still performing it. They were performing it. All the Terror Squad records, Cuban will come out and they were all performing the Terror Squad records. And then Cuban will close it out with Flowers for the Dead.
No. Still Telling Lies was his single off of the 24K album with Tony Sunshine.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. They were still all rocking with this shit. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is Cuban still had the torch. He was going with the torch. Now, when Cuban wasn't in there no more, what happened after that? There was no Armageddon singles.
No.
Joker fucking Sammy was already gone. Triple Six was already gone, right?
Yeah.
There was no singles from Prospect. Nothing at all, right? And then they did the record with Remy. And what happened? It popped.
The Lean Back.
And what happened? It popped off, right? Now Remy became a forefront.
Yeah.
Right? So now everybody else that was involved with the squad that were there before Remy were pushed back. And they grabbed Remy and put Remy in the forefront, which was in business-wise was the right thing to do. But that was because you didn't do nothing for these niggas prior to that. Prior to it, right? Nobody. So when you think about it, there's none of these guys have nothing memorable to this day. You feel what I'm saying? As in a record. You know what I mean? Memorable.
Right.
There's memorable records of Cuban. Memorable records. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Off the books, all of this shit. There's memorable records.
She ended up leaving shortly after that too, though, right? But then she came back years later, of course, after her prison sentence.
That was his punt when she came back. That was his punt all over again.